Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I welcome you all intermediate second year students to the online Arabic class number 2. I have taken my first class about the introduction of the textbook and weightage of marks, and I have started the first lesson from section grammar, namely Al-Murakkab Al-Izafi. This lesson we had started in our previous class. Today we will continue it. Okay. What is Al-Murakkab Al-Izafi? Murakkab means compound. Murakkab means compound. As you know that we have compound nouns. Two words together gives a singular meaning. Two words together give a one meaning known as compound. For example, we have a black word and other is a board. Then these two words gets together, then it becomes one word. It becomes one word, blackboard. It is a compound of two nouns. Similarly, here we have al-murakkab means compound. Al-izafi means adding or attaching. Okay. We attach one noun beside the other noun. That is the reason it is known as al-izafi. Or we are adding one noun beside the other noun. That is the reason it is known as al-izafi. Al-izafi literally means adding or addition. And in grammatical norms, it is called as annexation. Annexation. Okay. Al-izafi. Al-murakkab al-izafi means possessive phrase. Possessive phrase. Al-murakkab al-izafi means possessive phrase, or we may call it as possessive compound, possessive an expression. Also we can call possessive expression. Today we will continue this lesson, possessive expression. What is possessive expression? It is a phrase. It is a phrase of two nouns, consists two nouns. It is a noun phrase. The first noun is called as al-muzafu. Al-muzafu means possessed noun. The second noun is called as al-muzafu ilayhi, means possessor. In our earlier class, we have taken the example of qalamul waladi. Okay, pen of the boy. This example we had taken in our last class, qalamul waladi. Here, qalam is al-muzafu, possessed noun, and al-waladi is al-muzafu ilayhi, possessor. Who is the possessor of the pen? The boy is the possessor of the pen. That is the reason the boy is known as possessor and the pen is known as possessed noun. Okay. The rules for the al-muzafu are: al-muzafu is a indefinite noun. Al-muzafu is always indefinite, but it cannot carry al. It is definite because of the annexation. Okay. Because of the annexation, it becomes definite and it cannot take al. And it cannot take tanween as well. At the end of the word, it cannot take tanween. Double zabar, double z, double page, fathatan, kasratan, zammatan, it cannot take. It may take one fatha, one kasra, or one zamma. But it cannot take double fatha, double zamma, double kasra. On the other hand, al-muzafu ilayhi may take al or may not take al. Okay. And it is always in genitive case, means it takes one kasra or two kasras. The sign of genitive case is one kasra or two kasras. Okay. We will study this on the board in detail. Okay. What is the topic? The topic is al-muzafu. The topic is al-murakkabu al-izafi. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Write it down in your notebooks. As far as the notes are concerned, you have to capture the screenshot. You have to take the snap of the screenshot, then copy it down in your notebooks. Okay. What is the here we will start the class with the phrase Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The translation you know, because you are in senior intermediate. From first year only, we are taking the translation of Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Directly I will write the lesson name here. Section grammar, lesson number 1. The lesson name is Al-Murakkabu. Al-Murakkabu Al-Izafi. Al-Murakkabu Al-Izafi. It means possessive phrase. Possessive, possessive, phrase, phrase, possessive phrase. Okay. What is the definition of possessive phrase? The definition is, it contains two nouns. Okay. It contains two nouns. The first noun is called al-muzafu. Al-muzafu means, in English it is possessed noun. Possessed, possessed noun. Al-muzafu. The second noun is called al-muzafu ilayhi. Al-muzafu ilayhi. The second noun is called al-muzafu ilayhi. In English, it is possessor. Okay, al-muzafu ilayhi, it is possessor. Rules. The rule is al-muzafu. Rule number 1. Al-muzafu cannot take al, the definite article al. Al-muzafu cannot take the definite article al, which means the, in the beginning. In the beginning. Rule number 1 is al-muzafu cannot take the definite article al in the beginning. The rule number 2 for the muzaf is, it cannot take, it means al-muzafu, it cannot take nunation or tanween, double zabar, double zain, double pesh at the end. Okay. And it here better we will write al-muzaf. Instead of writing it al-muzaf, we will write it al-muzaf. Okay. Al-Muzaf cannot take nunation. We missed the take here. Write it down. Take. Al-Muzafu cannot take nunation, double zabar, double z, double pesh at the end. Okay. Now, the rule of the Muzafu ilayhi is the third rule for the Muzafu ilayhi. Rule number 3. Al-Muzafu ilayhi will be in genitive case. Will be always in genitive case. Will be always in genitive case. Genitive case means it takes one kasra or two kasras. Okay, the sign of genitive case is one kasra or two kasras. And it may take or may not take al. You can write here rule number 4. In my last class, somebody asked that somebody asked me to dictate the rules in a point form. So this is the rule number 1. Al-Muzafu cannot take the definite article al in the beginning. Al-Muzafu cannot take nunation at the end. Al-Muzafu ilayhi will be always in genitive case, one kasra or two kasras. The fourth rule is Al-Muzafu ilayhi may take al or may not take al in the beginning. May take or may not take al in the beginning. Got it? Here, now we will take the example. Here first what we are telling here, it contains two nouns. It is comprised of two nouns, one beside the other. Then we give a relationship between those two nouns. Then it will become possessive phrase, possession. Then we will give the relationship of possession to them. Then it will give one meaning that may be considered as a phrase. It contains two nouns. The first noun is called al-muzafu, possessed noun. The second noun is called al-muzafu ilayhi, possessor. Rule number 1, al-muzafu cannot take the definite article al in the beginning. Al-muzafu cannot take nunation at the ending. Al-muzafu ilayhi will be always in genitive case. The sign of genitive case is one kasra or two kasras. Rule number 4, al-muzafu ilayhi may take al or may not take al in the beginning. These 4 rules you have to keep in your mind to understand this topic al-muzafu ilayhi. Now we will take the examples. In our last class we took 2 examples, Khalamul Waladi and the other was Yawmuddini. Today we will take one example, that is Baitun. Baitun means a house. Okay. The other noun is Jarun. Jarun means a neighbor. If we prefix al to it, for example, if we prefix the definite article al to the bait, al-baitu, it become al-baitu. Al-baitu. When we give al, the definite article al to any noun, then it cannot take nunation at the end. Nunation is a sign of indefinite noun, and al, the definite article al is the sign of definite noun. Al baytu, the translation becomes the house. Here, jarun, neighbor, al jaru, the neighbor. Neighbor, neighbor. Okay. Al jaru, the neighbor. Now we will give the relationship of possession. Bait, we will take bait here. Here we go. Bait. Okay. Bait. Al jar. Bait al jar. Baitul jari. Baitul jari. Bait is the bait is, in grammatical terms, it is called as al muzafu, and al jari is called as al muzafu ilayhi. Okay. Baitul jari, the translation is the house of the neighbor. The house of the neighbor. Here, bait means house belongs to the neighbor. He is the possessor. Okay. Al muzafu means possessed noun. Possessed noun. And al muzafu ilayhi means possessor. The house belongs to the jar, neighbor. Here the bait is known as possessed noun and al jari known as possessor. Baitul jari, the house of the neighbor. We may drop one the because it looks harsh to say the house of the neighbor. Instead of using 2 times the, we may drop one the and can say the house of neighbor. The house of neighbor, or we may say with the H capital, house of the neighbor. These all translations are done in Baitul Jari. Here, now we will apply the rule one by one. The first rule is al-muzaf cannot take al. So we are not writing al here in the beginning. Al-bait, we are not taking al-bait, because the rule is al-bait means al-muzafu cannot take al in the beginning. That is the reason we take bait. Here we put only one zamma. Why? Because the rule is al-muzafu cannot take nunation, double zamma, double kasra or double fatha. These 3 things it cannot take. So we are giving one zamma. Why we are giving one zamma? We can give one fatha also and one kasra also. So the answer is, we are giving one zamma because every noun is in nominative case. Unless any other thing causes it to become the go in genitive case or in accusative case. Okay. Anyone operates on it. Anything in a grammatical term operates on the bait, then it will give fatha to it, then we will write fatha. Or anything, for example, preposition comes before the muzaf, then it will take one kasra. Or else we will write only one zamma. Baitul Jari, the house of the neighbor. So Bayt cannot take two fathas, two zammas or two kasras. The rule number 2. So it is fulfilling both the rules. Rule number 1 and rule number 2. Now come to the rule number 3. Rule number 3 is related to al-muzafu ilayhi. Al-muzafu ilayhi, we are saying that it may be of one kasra or two kasras. Here we can see that al-jari possesses one kasra below it. Here. Baitul Jari, the house of the neighbor, here you can observe that one kasra is here. Or it may take two kasras. When it take two kasras, when we drop this al here, from here. Okay. When we drop this al here, then it will take Baitu Jarin. The translation will become house of a neighbor. We will take without al in our next example. First you understand with the here the rule number 4. Rule number 3 is it may take one kasra or two kasras. One kasra is here. Why? Because al is prefixed to it. Al denoting it is a definite noun. That is the reason definite noun cannot take nunation. The rule number 4 is al mudafu ilayhi may take al or may not take al in the beginning. So it is taking al jari. Rule number 4 is over. So Baitul Jari means the house of the neighbor. Bait known as al muzafu, al jari known as al muzafu ilayhi, possessor and possessed noun together. Baitul Jari, this whole phrase known as al-murakkab al-izafi. Al-murakkab al-izafi means possessive phrase or compound, you may say. Okay, possessive phrase or possessive compound. Got it? Take the snapshot. Then I will rub the board and I will we will take more examples. To take the screenshot, drag 3 fingers on the screen. Put 3 fingers on the screen and simultaneously drag the 3 fingers. You may capture the screenshot. The other method is press the 2 buttons, sound button and the on-off button at the same time. Then you may capture the screenshot. Got it? Did you take the screenshot? Okay. Now we will proceed towards another example. Okay. Here I am rubbing this board, this side. The next example is Baitut Tajir. Okay. Baitut Tajir. Noun, first we will write the nouns. Bait. Baitun, as you know that it is, the meaning is a house. Or if we put al to it, then the meaning will become the house. Here the next is at-tajir. Tajiru. Tajirun means a trader, businessman, trader or a trader or a businessman. Now we will give the relationship of annexation, relationship of izafa to both these nouns. What it will become, first we will write Bayt, Tajir as it is, Tajir. Here Bayt is al-muzafu, so it cannot take al in the beginning, and Tajir is al-muzafu ilayhi, so it may take al in the beginning or may not take al in the beginning. Al-baytu, so we are giving one, here Baytu, we are giving one zamma to it because it cannot take al in the beginning and at the ending it cannot take nunation. Baytu. What about the Tajir? Tajirun, here Tajirun is the actual, it is in default state. It will become, it will go in genitive case because al-muzafu ilayhi will always in genitive case. How many kasras we have to give? We have to give 2 kasras. Why? Because here alif lam is not there in the beginning. When alif lam is not there in the beginning, then it may take 2 kasras. Whereas in the first example, al was there. Al was there, that is the reason we gave 1 kasra. But here al is missing, al is not here, then we can give 2 kasras. What is the translation? The translation is house of a neighbor. Sorry, house of a trader. Tajirun means trader, no, businessman. House of a trader, trader. Al-muzafu, what we called al-muzafu in English? In English it is called as possessed noun. And al-muzafu, what we called in English al-muzafu ilayhi? Possessor. Possessor. Then both al-muzafu and al-muzafu ilayhi together known as al-murakkab al-idafi. Al-murakkab al-izafi. Then what is the meaning? The meaning is possessive phrase. Possessive phrase. Al-muzafu ilayhi. Al-muzafu ilayhi. Got it? Al-murakkabul idafi, possessive phrase. One more example. I will rub the board, this side board. Okay, then we will take one more example, this side. Shall I rub this? Okay, permission is granted. We can understand this lesson with the help of examples only. Okay, that is the reason I am stressing on the examples. One more example. We take one more example, Imad. Okay. Imad. Ain mim alif dal. Imadun. Imadun means a pillar. Imadun means a pillar. And imad, pillar. Deenun. Deenun, a religion. Okay. Imadun means a pillar, Deenun means a religion. Now give the relationship between these two nouns of which relationship? Relationship of possession. What it will become? Anyone? It will become Imadu. First we will write al-imadu here. Imad we will take imadu ad-dini. Imaduddini. Imaduddini. Translation is the pillar of the religion. As I said before, you may drop one da in the translation for the beauty. The pillar of religion or pillar of the religion. The pillar of the religion we can say. Both the translations are correct. Imadu. Here why we are not prefixing al? Because the rule is al-muzafu cannot take al in the beginning. Why we are giving one dhamma to it? Because al-muzafu cannot take tanween or nunation in the ending, at the end of the word. Here in the muzafu ilayhi, al is there. So the rule is al-muzafu ilayhi can take al or cannot take al. So now here we are giving al to it. Al. Then when we give al to it, then noon will not take kasratain. Instead of kasratain, it will take only one kasra. Okay. Now we will analyze it. Imadu. What we call imadu in the grammatical terms, it is called as al-muzafu. And here ad-din is called as al-muzafu ilayhi. This one is possessed noun, and this one is possessor. The time is going to up, that is the reason I am hurrying a bit. Here you ask me, if you have any doubt, raise your hand and ask me regarding this topic. Okay. Brothers and sisters, you are free to ask. We will unmute your audio clips. If you do not have any doubt, no problem. Try to understand this topic clearly. Together known as al-muzafu and al-muzafu ilayhi, both together known as al-murakkab, al-izafi. It is possessive phrase, P-H-R-A-S-E phrase. Now, ask me. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, please ask me. Time is going to up. That is the reason we will conclude our class here. I can unmute your audio clip if you raise your hand. I am watching you. If you raise your hand, I will unmute your clip. Or else we will conclude our class here. Okay. I hope you have understand this topic, al-muzafu ilayhi, al-murakkabul izafi. Okay. Inshallah, we will continue this lesson in our next class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If you have any doubt, raise your hand. We will unmute your audio.